Yeah, it didn't work. And you know, in this life that we live, it's going to be a lot of people that do everything in their power to make you fall. You know, but y'all see me, I'm out here on this trail. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here on this trail, you know what I'm saying, getting it in. So, you know what I'm saying? Look, some people going to try their hardest. Hey, good morning, Tamara. Hey, what's up, Royce? Hey, what's up, Tom? Hey, some people will try their hardest to make you fall. They don't understand that this ain't my plan, it's God's plan. You can't stop what God made possible. You know, let me give you all a scenario. I remember some years back, you know what I'm saying? I let my dad move in my house. You know what I'm saying? And he was making it real uncomfortable, so I could never be there. So, you know what I'm saying? I had the little spots to be at. So, I remember at some point I was like, yo, man, if you gonna have the whole house, dog, and I really can't be here, you gotta at least pay the utilities. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I, pull up at the house, I can't even be comfortable. You're all in my business. So just hold the house down. He like, oh man, I gotta pay the utilities? I'm like, yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even here. So he got so mad. That he told me, he was like, hey, what's up, Damien? And he got so mad, right, that I told him he had to pay the utilities. He was like, yeah, that's why I've been ripping up all your mail. Yeah, I've been ripping up all your mail because I want you to lose everything. I want you to lose everything like I lost everything in my life. It was a shocker. I was like, wow. You know, I had never heard nobody say nothing like that. But the only thing he did, he said what a lot of people think. He just don't know how to hold his thoughts. He don't know how to bite his tongue. He said, I want you to lose everything like I lost everything. The only time I ever lost something was when God was humbling me. You know, because I've been blessed in a lot of different ways. The only time I lost something is when God humbled me, when I wasn't appreciating all the blessings I had. I didn't lose nothing because of a human. So when he said that, I was so shocked by it because this is my own father. How could your own father want you to fall? That's just so shocking to me. Like, how could your own father? I cannot imagine me wishing my son would fall. But that wasn't the end of it. So he didn't just say that. He also called the police. Because when I told him, like, you gotta go, he called the police. But when he was calling them, you know what I'm saying, at that moment, he took he was taking stuff out my house. He took my clothes, he took a lot of my shoes, everything. And when the police came, I was like, yeah, he's stealing my stuff. They was like, oh yeah, that's a small claims. You know what I'm saying? That's something you got to take to small claims because we don't know what stuff was yours and what stuff was his. See, this happened some years back. The reason I'm telling y'all this story is because normally in life, it's not going to be the people in the stands. It's going to be the people that's next to you, the people that's close to you, that's hoping and praying you fall. A lot of times just so they say, oh, I told you so, or, oh yeah, you deserve that, or that's what you get. So how is it possible after all these years, after all the stumbles, that I'm still on like a light? How is that possible? You know, how is that possible? It's normally not. But in my case, it's been possible because the Most High has been with me throughout this whole voyage. When I say this voyage, you know that vision of yourself accomplishing goals every day? One of my goals was to never ever let nobody get me out of my hookup, out of my element, for me to respond how they want me to, because really people just try to trick you. They try to pull you into that realm. They know they don't want them problems, but they feel like, you know what, if I get him to respond a certain type of way, then I got him. I won. But you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm giving everybody the energy they've been looking for. It's a couple more people on the list. Right now I'm giving my dad the energy. You know, because over the years, there's been a lot of snake stuff that people did that I always overlooked. You know, I could never understand how people could be how they are because it wasn't in my character. You know, I always been a person who, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, good morning, fam. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I always been the type of person, I'm going to make sure everybody around me is straight. Because I always knew I had me. And you know what I realized about family? Family test you because they feel like they're not going to be the ones to get their head knocked off. You know, people on the street, they more cautious because they like, you know what? If we get into it, I don't know what may be the repercussions. But family, they feel like, well, you know, we family. I know he ain't going to take it that far with me. Guess what? I'm going to take it to family first. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking it to family because family know the situation you was dealing with. You know, example. Say somebody in my family say, yo, I need to borrow $200. I say, you know what? Here go $200. But you know I got that. I need that back because I got this bill due. I'm looking out for you. I'm holding you down. Family will not pay you back, even though they knew it might have been your last. Even though they knew what you was going through, they're not gonna pay you back because they feel like, well, you know what? We family. We gonna proceed. We gonna go forward anyways. No. I'm treating family like people off the streets because I have developed friendships and love from people that I met throughout my travels. People that knew me when I was younger, right? When I was running wild and cutting up. I'm not that person now. You know what I'm saying? But those people that I developed those bonds with then, I still got the same bonds now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody tried to chime in one day. I said something about somebody. They said, what type of person, you know, don't deal with their family? You must need counseling. Counseling? Yeah. Counseling? How would I need counseling because I choose not to fuck with people? You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I need counseling. Me needing counseling would mean I keep fucking with people that's not right. That's when you need counseling, when you continue to deal with people that's not right. When you continue to be around people that you know don't have your best interest. That's when you need counseling because clearly you don't care about yourself. Clearly you're not valuing your time. You're not valuing your progression in life because you're around people that don't got no love for you. So that might mean you need counseling. Because you like being around people that you know are snakes. Me, I peep snake behavior, we're done. Because I don't feel no need to have to hang with nobody because family, I didn't choose them. You know what I'm saying? Siblings didn't choose them. My dad didn't choose them. You know what I'm saying? So if I decide to cut you off, I have that right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all, I'm going to tell y'all more. I'm going to tell you another story. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you some more stories today. Because guess what? I got time. Really, I always got time. I'm telling you like this. In my life, you know what I'm saying? So one day, I'm with my dad. This is, I'm talking directly about my life. Look, hey, I'm with my dad, right? You know what I'm saying? We hanging out. I tell him, man, I got to stop somewhere real quick, holler at my dude. I pull up, he mad, got an attitude. I'm like, man, just calm down, man. He like, I'm trying to go home. Like, just chill out. He rolled out his attitude all the way till the time we got to his house. When we got to his house, he jumped out the car, he slammed the door, and he was like, man, I should fuck you up. I should beat you. I'm like, what? So when I jumped out the car, he took off running. He stayed in the apartment that had 2 floors. So he ran up the steps. So when I ran up the steps behind him, he slammed the door. He opened his blinds. Was like, I'ma fuck you up. Da 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 da. Whoopie woo. I'm like, man, whatever. So I end up leaving. When I'm walking down the steps, he grabbed his little patio furniture and tossed it at me. Almost hit me. So, you know, naturally, I ran back up the steps. By now, he ran back in his apartment. I can hear him on the phone with the police. He like, hurry up and get here. Mind you, he has antagonized me. He has started it with me, but I hear him on the phone with the police. He like, hurry up and get here. Hurry up and get here. Hurry up and get here. So I'm about to leave. Like, man, whatever, man. I'm leaving. He walk off the thing. He grabbed something else. He threw it at me. So now I'm like, you know what? I see your plan. You want me to stay here. You want me to stay here so when the police get here, you can tell them I might have did something to you or whatever. So I ended up staying. You know what I'm saying? I ended up staying. Police came. He like, yeah, yo, this boy been drinking. This boy been drinking. Y'all, he came over here threatening me. He told a bold-faced lie, right? He like, y'all. So I'm like, because, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, man, dog, I start talking to the police and telling what happened. So they like, well, you know, I explained to them everything about certain situations. So I you know, when I talked to him, the police officer like, yo, go ahead and get up out of here. Just go home. You know what I'm saying? When I explained to him what happened, he said, go ahead, go home. I said, okay. I hear my dad like, oh, y'all gonna let him leave? Y'all need to take that boy. He been drinking, he driving. Y'all need to take that boy to jail. This is my own dad. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, he started it with me, but he wanted me to go to jail because his aim been wanting me to fall for the last 15 years. This is God's plan. This ain't my plan. You know what I'm saying? Me getting on this voyage. I've been on this voyage. I've been on this road. You know what I'm saying? Always taking the high road. But sometimes people, they want you to get in the mud with them. You know what? I'm gonna get dirty with you right now. Cause I'm giving people the reality. You know what I'm saying? How could somebody want their son to go to jail? How could somebody antagonize and bring their son to anger? Because you're not happy with your life. So naturally, you want my life to go that same route as yours. Oh man, the question is why? Hey, let me tell you why. Matter of fact, hey, anybody in here, before I go further, because I'm going to be live for a minute. Anybody got a favorite movie? You know what I'm saying? Anybody got a favorite movie y'all like? Anybody? Tell me what your favorite movie is. You know what I'm saying? Because lightweight, I'm a chronicle. Right now we're gonna do chronicle. I'm gonna take this to the, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take this to the movies. 32 to the movies. I'm gonna go ahead and break down the movies for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about a movie, Face Off. Hey, Legends of the Fall. That's a good one too. Yeah, that's a real good one. We got Face Off, we got Legends of the Fall. Heat. Oh, you know, I like that one. I like that one a lot. So, let me see. This one, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do Heat. Legends of the Fall. I love that one too. You know what? Gladiator. Now that's my. You know what? I love Gladiator. It reminded me of a book I read. It was called The Richest Man in Babylon. It reminded me that, but not necessarily the Gladiator part. Well, I never seen that one, The Hateful Eight. I might have to check that one out. You know what? I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite movies is Love and Basketball. You know, I like the relationship concept, but one thing that I always liked about that movie that kind of resonated with me was, you know what I'm saying, when he found out his dad had a kid on his mother. You know what I'm saying? And his bond with his dad was so strong that he was broken. You know what I'm saying? Broke his heart. You know what I'm saying? So from there on, it changed him. You know what I'm saying? Because of that bond with his dad. But one thing his dad did, hey, how you doing? His dad took accountability. You know what I'm saying? For his actions, he said, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what it's like, son. A lot of action, there's a lot of all these women, and being a basketball player, you know what I'm saying? You might make a bad decision. In life, that's all you got to do is take accountability for your bad decisions. All my bad decisions, I took accountability for them. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm about to go to another movie, but that's why I like that movie. Heat. I like Heat. You know why I like Heat? I like Heat because you've seen that dynamic on both sides. You've seen the good guy and the bad guy. You've seen the protagonist and the antagonist. You know what I'm saying? But you've seen how you can pretty much start rooting for the bad guy. You know, you want Robert De Niro to get away so bad, even though he was breaking the law. But you want him to get away because you've seen everything he was doing and how he showed so much love to everybody around him. Whether he showed love to Val Kilmer, you know what I'm saying? He showed love to Val Kilmer's wife. When he blew down on Val Kilmer's wife, when he caught her with the other dude. You know what I'm saying? All that. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That was the loyalty. Only thing that really got him was the revenge. He wanted revenge so bad. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to be more calculated when you want revenge. You know what I'm saying? So, Face Off. You know, I always like Face Off. You know what I'm saying? That was a wonderful movie. And sometimes it's a lot of people that's wearing masks out here. You know, literally. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know who they are behind the mask. You get caught up in this mask that people put on behind these screens. People get the mask to real them. You know what I'm saying? So they can make it like life is great. People smiling, but really people is in pain. And you can tell by their posts. Because I tell people all the time, only thing Facebook is, it's like you branding yourself. You branding your name, you branding your identity. So people can read you based upon what you post. You know, if you come on here and you post about provocative stuff all the time, that's how people gonna read you. You know what I'm saying? If you post about, you know, getting high all the time, that's how people gonna read you. If you post positive stuff, then you positive. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's a lot of people that post stuff that they really don't abide by or live by. And you'll get caught up in that because a lot of people is just they selling you a character. They're not selling you the reality, because the reality is they think it's boring. No, being laid back, being chill, being cool, that's life when you mature. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm talking about like females, if females kept it real with other females, especially when they get around like their older aunts or their mother, and they talk to them, that mother or that aunt can get that younger daughter or cousin some good game. And same thing can happen on the other side, but I'm talking about women right now. A lot of women, if they honest, they'll say, you know what, baby, when I was young, I had a good man, but my friends was hating. Everybody said he was boring. You know, he was square, he was corny. And you know, right now you in a good situation. See, a woman will come talk to somebody who they respect to get some good advice, but people won't give them good advice. You know, I know every time I see something say, oh man, it ain't that many OGs out here. Guess what? We the OGs now. I'm 40. So who am I looking to? The people that's 50 to do my job? No. Since we the OGs, we got to talk to the younger people. You know, it's a lot of people out here consider themselves OGs. No, you're not an OG. You're just an old dummy. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't guide nobody on how to be positive or how to be a good factor in the community. No, what you can do is you can guide somebody on how not to snitch, or, you know, how to navigate, avoid prison and all. No, everybody don't need that. You know what I'm saying? What people need to do is talk about real life situations. You know what I'm saying? Real things. Give people good advice where they missed up. You know, I remember me being younger, right? And my mom would always say, I can't stand this job. She would hate going to work. I hate going to this job, or don't feel like going to here. But when I get of age, the first thing somebody say is, oh, you know, you got to get you a good job. Huh? So you hate doing something, but the first advice you give somebody is to find a good job. Is there such thing? Normally people like to come and go as they free, as they feel. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in a position, you give people advice that you might have not walked that path, but you give people advice so they can be better than you. Like with my son or my daughter, I want y'all to be better than me. You know what I'm saying? My dad, he didn't want me to be better than him because he was in competition with me. Even though I was younger, he was jealous because of the moves that I made in life that he wished he would have made. But through that travel, he gave me bad advice. Because in life, he's like, you know, I remember one time I was struggling. I'm talking about, man, I was just, you know what I'm saying? This is when I first got home. I mean, I had bought a house and you know, I was going through it because all my money was going to bills. And I remember he picked me up one day and I got in the car. He like, man, you ain't got no money? I'm like, no, I had to pay all my bills, man, my mortgage, my utilities, you know what I'm saying? At that time, I had all credit cards and all, but I didn't want to use them because my vision on life, I had read so many books and I had elevated my mind. I was on another level. He rode to the church's chicken. I'll never forget, he rode to the church's chicken. He got him some food and he didn't even offer to get me nothing. Not nothing. He didn't say, oh, you want some chicken? No. He rode, drive, and ate in my face. You know what I'm saying? Why would he feel that way? Because at that time, he was in competition with me. You know what I'm saying? Because he seen how his life wasn't like mine. He seen I was so nonchalant at how I was moving. I had no problem walking to get where I had to go. I had no problem jumping on the bus. I had no problem sitting at the house with no cable and all that because I had already sunk into my mode. I was already content. I was happy. You know what I'm saying? When you find happiness, you realize that path you walk in, you can be alone on that path. You don't need nobody else with you on that path. I have found happiness, but when you get around people who try to define your happiness, you start trying to alter your life. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, somebody might want $1 million, but somebody else might be happy with $75,000, as long as their bills paid and they comfortable and they got time. My dad, he always compared his life to mine. You know, he told me one time, he said, man, all you do, you sit at home, you get your son, you don't go nowhere, man, you a goddamn hermit. I'm like, hold it, man. That seems like something you would congratulate. You know what I'm saying? What would you want me out here, you know what I'm saying, out here in the streets and running around and going to bars all the time? Or would you want me relaxed, safe, comfortable in my life? You know what I'm saying? No, he didn't want that because he knew that didn't bring drama. He knew if I'm living a stress-free and drama-free life, then I ain't gonna never ask him for nothing. I ain't gonna need him. You know what I'm saying? He wanted me to be in a position where I had to ask him for something. The only way that was gonna happen is if I get out here and do something stupid and have to call him from the county, like, come get me. And that wasn't gonna occur with me sitting in the house and relaxing and minding my own business. You know what I'm saying? People try to guide you in a way where you'll fall. They know the only way you ever gonna need them is if you fall. And some people want you to fall because they want to feel needed. Same thing with men. A lot of men, they get with women, and women get with men that ain't on their level. I remember I used to work at a call center, right? And all the girls is getting dropped off. And when I see they dudes, all they dudes is hustlers. I'm like, so you work every day, he in the streets every day. Like, this didn't add up to me. I'm looking at it like this don't make no sense to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not getting with somebody that's on your level. You're getting with somebody who you feel like you can mold and shape into what you want him to. Like, oh yeah, he an intelligent thug. I'm about to mold him into what I want him to be. Not understanding you can't change people. People change when they're ready to change. You can't just get some dude that's unsophisticated and think you about to domesticate him and make him into what you want. No, he is what he is. Girls get with somebody with 6 kids and take care of them 6, have another one, and then get mad when he ain't taking care of yours. That don't make no sense. Clearly he wasn't taking care of the other ones, but you thought you had a prize. No, you now you look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Oh, was that hey, you gotta get with somebody that's on your level. That's why they say you gotta be evenly yoked. If you a type, you can't get with somebody and then think you're going to change them. People don't change. They just get older. People don't change until they want to change. You change when you want to change. I changed when I was ready to change. When I was out here running wild, couldn't nobody tell me no different. When I was out here cutting up, somebody could have told me different, but the people I was around, what was they going to tell me? They was going to tell me, hey, trap or die, go harder. You know what I'm saying? Young niggas get paid. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of money out here. Nigga, what you about to do? You about to paint that car? You about to put some rims on? That's the way we was talking. You know what I'm saying? And that's logical, because guess where we at? We in the trap, you know what I'm saying? And I remember my man, Sir James, he was the first person branded trap. He like, man, I went down to Atlanta. They like, yo, we in the trap. He said, because we trapped. So how the fuck can being in a trap be a positive thing? We trapped. When you talk about a trap, you talk about rats, you talk about mice, you talk about critters, raccoons, possum, foxes. That's trapped. You know what I'm saying? He was the first person that said that. My G, look, man, my phone battery about to die. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad everybody chimed in, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, only thing I want to say is, be wary of those around you, because everybody don't want to see you prosper. Everybody don't want to see you win. And when you start winning, they're going to get mad. They're going to get envious. And envious is one of the worst things, because guess what? People don't envy your material items. They envy your charisma. They envy the respect that I done got from the boardroom to the blocks. You know what I'm saying? Hard knocks. I'm talking about from working in corporate America to being out here running around. So you can't match that. That's priceless. Charisma. That's what they envy. They don't envy your car. They know they can get a car. They don't envy your house. They envy you, because you something they'll never be. You stand on principles. You stand on loyalty. You got integrity. You a solid person. Whether you on your last dollar or you 50 or 100,000 up, you the same person. You still pulling up, dapping up the same people. That's what they hate, because they don't understand, why do everybody love him? They love me because I'm me, baby, and I ain't never changed up. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a solid dude. I just make better decisions. So everybody have a blessed day. 32 motherfucking voyage.